being step 6 of the IDEANCE process to supersize and grow your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and we are working on the IDEANCE process. It's an acronym that we're using to help us remember and recall the process that we're practicing every month this year. This month on mental health and well-being goal or objective that we want to achieve by the end of this year. We're going through the process day by day for 7 days. We do it at the end of every month. We have for a couple of years now. We've created our own process in January, and then for the next 9 months, we go through and apply that process once a month at the end of the month for a specific area and aspect of our life and the life framework. This month is mental health and well-being. Next month will be emotional health and well-being, a secret sneak peek. We've done a lot of the other categories, right? We've done financial, we've done relationships, we've done lots. So communication, contribution. So I could grab the list so I don't have to just pretend and show you, because I think if you see it visually and hear it, it helps reinforce it. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, communication, and confidence is the 9-part life framework that I structure literally my own personal life as well as my businesses around to make sure we don't miss anything. And mental health to me is one of the areas that gets neglected the most, if not ignored entirely by most businesses and most business owners. Yet, secretly, if you pay attention to that, it gives you a huge competitive advantage because other companies are not paying attention to it. What is the mental impact of our products and services on our customers? How does it impact their beliefs about themselves, their ability to use our products and services? There's so many questions we can ask that tie into this topic. And today's step 6 is to celebrate. What are we going to celebrate? We are going to celebrate lessons learned, progress. We're going to acknowledge the wins that we have as we're achieving our goal, the milestones along the way, and we're going to learn from the lessons of what didn't go right. Because guess what? I don't know about most other people, but I know for me personally, I have had 10 times more failures or problems or challenges than I have successes in my life, especially out of the gate. The more we're doing something new, the more we're pressing the envelope of our comfort zone, the more things aren't going to work out for us the first time. And we have to be willing to be consistent and tenacious enough to keep going toward what it is that we want so that we can fill that gap between where we are with mental health and well-being in our company and where we want our organization to be. There are a lot, and I hate to admit this, but there are a lot of really messed up companies out there with respect to cultures, with respect to how they treat their customers, with respect to how they treat the people that are helping them to build their company. And I think that one of the ways we can address that is to be an example of how to be successful in the world. Set up companies that are models for others in terms of all of these areas and aspects of our life. Because until we look at the whole of our business and all the components and all the things that it takes and make sure that they're all aligned and cohesive, we're going to struggle and we're going to find bottlenecks that prevent us from growing at the pace we want to grow at. Or we will clear up those bottlenecks and we will grow exponentially and just surprise the daylights out of ourselves and everyone else. So today, think about how you're going to know you're making progress and how you're going to measure it. And then we talked about that a little bit yesterday. Decide how you'll celebrate, what you'll celebrate, etc. Maybe you just bring in sandwiches for everybody on the team that's helping you with this initiative. Maybe you have everybody get half a day off. Maybe you have everybody go for a walk or do something that makes them feel good. Maybe everybody gets a half an hour here or a half an hour there just for mental break time, right? Read a book, grab some mindfulness cards. I pulled out my mindfulness deck yesterday and my magnifying glass because it's the tiniest writing I've ever seen. And it's from Rohan Ganatilaik. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that properly, but he has got a company in Glasgow, Scotland that created these mindfulness cards. And he does mindfulness product and supports the best-selling meditation app Budify. Now I use Believe by Victoria Gallagher, but he has Budify. So literally I said, I think once this month at least, that there are thousands of apps for our phones out there and our computers that we can get meditations, hypnosis, affirmations, all of the tools that we can use, again, secret weapon to help you be a better version of yourself, which sets the example for the rest of your organization, which gives you a competitive advantage. So you becoming a better version of you ties into our annual challenge, as well as making you a better leader and a better example for the people in your organization, both people in your organization and the people you interact with outside of your organization, because they have an impact on our business and our success as well. So, any questions about this? Any questions about how to celebrate or what celebration is? And guess what? It's your business. You get to decide how to celebrate. I would say if you're doing this as a team, let the team decide. How are we going to acknowledge our lessons learned, the stuff that doesn't work perfectly the first time, so that we don't make those same mistakes again? And how are we going to celebrate as we hit different milestones and acknowledge that we're making progress, etc., along the way toward achieving our mental health goal and objective this year? And then do another one next year too. All right. That's all I've got today. If I can help you in any way, please ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.